That's where commitment comes in. So I think it's commitment over love, bro. Because like love is a feeling. Feelings change all the time. But who you are as a person, like what you stand on, that doesn't have that's gonna be more deeply rooted. Did someone lace your weed or did you forget that we're back with another video? Okay, so LeBron James shutting down. He shut down on these females because they're saying men are the issue and he wasn't going for that. So we're going to see what's going on. And me personally, it's not men, it's not women, it's really people are the issue. It can go both ways. I could never put it all on one gender. Yes, in some situations, and so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do we have to gender everything? Like, it just be that person. Like, sometimes the dude was the problem. Sometimes the female was the problem. But, like, it's not all the time. It's like that. You know, it's a seesaw. Go back and forth.
Ladies, listen to the king. Did you hear? He say, look in the mirror and say what, king? Tell the ladies, because they need to hear.
You gotta look in the mirror and say it's not me.
Yep.
You know, it's
The
not
ladies
me.
need to hear that.
And by
'cause
the way,
y'all
the
be
men
having
too. Yeah, the men too, because it's some cutthroat, ruthless ass bitches out here right now too.
That's how I feel.
And don't y'all think it's odd how you could be really into somebody and then off them the next day?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be me.
That is the
That'd be
scary
me.
part about love.
But off them like forever, or you
Not just love, like people in general. And it when it comes to relationships, I think she's referring to like, oh, you can have a hard crush on somebody, then it'll fade away the next day. That happens. Me, I'm more type of the person like I can be really hard for you, but if you throw me off, like I'm really good off of you. Actually, I'm always good off of you. Like, no disrespect to anybody. I'm always good off of you because I just feel like people are add-ons to your life, but they're not the reason why your life is good. You get what I'm saying? Like, my life is good because I'm living it and because of who I am and how I feel about myself. If you're in my life, you add on to that. You add on to that feeling already, but you don't create that feeling for me. So respectfully, yeah, I think everybody should be like that. You should be able to detach from anybody.
just saying off them for that
Because
day?
you're going to have your ups and downs.
You're gonna
Like,
have it. If you're in a
I
relationship, you're
feel
gonna have
like
Oh, I fake thought that was Phantom.
a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh.
people, though, get off people quickly. Like, they be so into you, and then they be like, okay, I'm done.
Well, they wasn't into you then.
Yeah, I think quickly, yeah.
And you
Wait,
can't
is
look
that
at it- you
Phantom?
can't
Am
think
I
like when you
tripping?
looking in the
And
mirror like,
Kai?
"Damn, what did I do?"
Wait,
Oh, I
wait,
know.
wait, tripping? Is that Phantom and Copper? This is so random. I've never seen something like this.
No, I'm just saying anybody in general. Like, can't be like, "What did I do?" Like, if they get off you that fast,
Yeah, don't.
then it was never
That's
meant
me.
to be in the first place.
Yeah,
So,
that's a fact.
like you can get
That's
off
a
somebody
fact.
for the day. You get off somebody for a couple of weeks. That's what relationships is all about. You know, y'all go through ups and downs, but like getting off you so in deep with somebody, and then you like,
Yeah, I'm done.
the next day you wake up, you like, oh,
Yeah.
this shit's trash. Now, that's crazy.
Wait, he's spitting though. Like, wait, hold on. LeBron James, look, he's spitting because it's true. Like in relationships, you're not gonna have that honeymoon. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to like devour you type of feeling every single day. You feel me? Like some days, like you really all for your partner. Some days it's like, or sometimes you good. Yeah, I think it's ups and downs for sure. For sure. That is so true. But there's a difference though, because if you're not dating that person and you're feeling like that, you don't really, I feel like there's less motivation to like still follow through even though you're not feeling them as much, as opposed to you're in a relationship, y'all boyfriend or girlfriend, especially if y'all husband and wife, when y'all have those waves, you can't really just be like, yeah, I can walk away from this forever. No, like that's where commitment comes in. So I think it's commitment over love, bro, because like love is a feeling. Feelings change all the time. But who you are as a person, like what you stand on, that doesn't have that's gonna be more deeply rooted on how you move, where your intentions are. So if you are a committed individual, you're way less likely to be good off of somebody just because your feelings change. Because if you're committed or just committed, determined, loyal, whatever the characteristic is, however you feel does not matter. You still gonna follow what your rules are, what you believe in, what your principle is.
That's
Yeah,
that's-
we on the right show.
that's
We on the right show.
Ladies, listen to the king. Did you hear? He say, look in the mirror and say what, king? Tell the ladies, because they need to
You
hear.
gotta look in the mirror and say it's not me.
Yep.
You know, it's
The
not
ladies
me.
need to hear that.
And by
'cause
the way,
y'all
the
be
men
having
too.
Yeah.
The men too, because it's some cutthroat, ruthless ass bitches out here right now too.
Yeah.
Listen,
How LeBron even know about
I'm in locker
this?
rooms and shit now.
Oh, locker room. Okay,
Out
okay.
here that's now kind of flipped the script.
They ain't going for everything.
And you know, some homies out here that's trying to be good too, and just trying to figure it out. And now they looking in the mirror saying, "Damn, what did I do wrong?"
Yo.
Okay.
Homies, it ain't you.
It ain't always you,
Even
brother.
if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it ain't, champ, like you just
I
gotta.
do.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, it stings when you realize, dang, this person not really messing with me like that. And even like you realize, dang, I'm not really messing with this person like that. And you really want to date and you really want to be in a relationship. It can sting. But at the end of the day, that's what's most important, knowing what's for you and what's not. And I'm trying to tell you, you're going to appreciate walking away from something that's not for you and putting yourself back out there to find something that is for you than staying in a situation that you should have never been in.
The more and more that I watch LeBron James talk long form, the more and more you begin to understand Savannah, right? You begin to
Word.
understand how true masculinity and manhood is showing up as a leader within her relationship and how she shows him so much respect back because of the way that he conducts himself as a man. I love what he just did right there because the lovely young lady on the left, she brought up this idea of people being able to switch so quickly, which is not something that I think is normal nowadays, right? But she's saying it because she partakes in it, right? So at the end of that, she began to try to turn that around as to say, but
Bruh, that's some human behavior to everybody gotta realize. Like, some people bring up certain things because that's what they're partaking in. Because that's what they're doing. Like, somebody, they try to make it seem general, but some people just be trying to see if anybody else be on that type of timing too.
ladies, look, listen what LeBron is saying. It's not your fault. And then LeBron tomahawk slam dunk, that hit of accountability is that no, it comes from women as well. Stop the madness.
People need to hear that because I think so much of dating and being in relationships is so transactional now.
Beyond.
Now, they need to hear, stop forcing it. Like,
I can't get
it's
over
not
this
there,
lineup right
and
now.
like, y'all, it's too toxic to where like y'all, like that's my biggest thing because a lot of I know a lot of friends that like just I'm like, bro, you're obviously telling me things that like I would have been just stopped it, but like they
Red
just
flags,
scared to
yeah.
like stop it.
Scared to be alone. That fear of it's scared to be alone and fear of like losing comfort.
But that's how you
like
grow.
the biggest issue is like, and people don't know that until they go
Yeah,
through
you gotta
it.
love yourself.
Nope.
Nah,
Y'all out
facts.
here dropping the people need to
Yeah,
hear
That's
gotta
that.
hear
facts.
Sounds like a lot of niggas in therapy.
Yeah, love
For
that.
real.
We love that. We love that. I feel like people do need to hear that because I feel like a lot of times the fear of being alone or growing feels so foreign, especially for men of color, that they just shy away from it and do what's easy. But what's easy typically is toxic, or like he said,
Yeah.
bitches is crazy.
I know I don't want to be alone. That's for damn sure. If I got
No, it's true. Just because something might look like a hot mess, a situation can be causing somebody a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, anger, issues, whatever the case may be, they will still somewhat in a way, even subconsciously prefer to be in that situation because that's what they're used to or that's what's familiar to them. So having something that's not really that is weird. You know what I mean? Or even the whole alone thing. If you're used to having some type of company, somebody around you to talk to, being alone is weird to you. It feels unfamiliar. It doesn't feel safe. It's throwing you off. So you'd rather be with somebody, even if they're bad company. Some people are like that.
fight, crawl, scratch, fight, whatever to keep mine. I got to keep it. I got to do what I got to do.
Well,
I
you
don't
got
want
a
to be
good
alone.
one.
I'm an only child, single parent household. I knew for sure. When I met my homies for the first time when I was 7, 8 years old, we started playing sports. And I got around them and we started traveling, playing sports. I was like, oh, this shit is amazing.
Yeah.
And then when I got with Vanna, and I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. Oh, this is amazing. I love this shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Next time I'm alone, I'm be up underneath, champ.
Oh, I love that, but I feel like a lot of people don't value relationship in that way.
They shouldn't be in one. They don't value it like that. I feel like because I feel like it's very powerful.
A relationship is powerful.
Yes.
Yes.
It's two energies. You feel me?
Yeah, it's hard as man.
That's
But
true.
It's hard as now
Two
let's take a
becoming
call about that.
one.
I think
Two
it is
becoming
beyond
one.
that you can have LeBron James, right, at the pinnacle of sports and entertainment, right, NBA legend at this point, at the age of 40 years old, talking about his lady, his wife, in this way around all of these other young scholars, right? All of these live streaming goats and G's that are sitting around him, right? It's the 40-year-old brothers coaching or letting a lifestyle and the recognition of the difficulty of that lifestyle and the relationship within that, you know, making them understand it to the 20-year-old, right, to the younger generation, right? And I think it's especially awesome to hear because, you know, a lot of men-centered focused content, you know, focusing in on picking or choosing correctly, meaning, you know, what are the key indicators, what are the red flags that you must understand on your quest towards picking the correct one? Because I think that as women's standards and expectations have risen within modern times, many men's standards and expectations have either stayed the same or got infinitely lower. And these modern women are accepting women that have the behaviors of an Aisha Curry as opposed to a Savannah James. But within their relationship,
My
you know, and
goodness.
we've never seen LeBron's name.
This man Steph is struggling, bro. He's struggling. That is another proof, and I've said this for a minute. Like somebody could be so great at something and just lack so much in a different area of life. Like Stephen Curry, he's just an example. A lot of other people are like this, but Steph, really, really awesome basketball player. Right? He's excelling in one category of life, but when it comes to, I guess, relationships or picking a person, like he kind of dropped the ball. I guess, like I don't know.
In tabloids in regards to his marriage, he's demonstrating that it's real. And I've always said this, is that there's not many other dope feelings than, you know, being with a young lady that you admire, that you see a future with, whether it be the mother of your child or, you know, someone that you just want to spend, you know, you just can't see living life without them, right? And having enough trust and comfort within the confines of that relationship to, you know, share things that mean a lot to you, share your purpose, right? Build a lifestyle with them, as opposed to talking about the most salacious or the most negative versions of this, but then understanding that there are diamonds in the rough out there
That's a
that
fact.
don't live by the worldly standards
That's a
and
fact.
don't compare themselves to, you know.
That's where you have to do character judgment. Like I hate that we are basing people based on the amount of stuff that they have or like their status. Character is gonna go a long way behind anything else. I don't care. I don't care if somebody's rich, somebody's poor. It's character. Like if somebody's ambitious, even if they're poor, they're still gonna get it at some point because they're an ambitious individual. Y'all know, if y'all been through it, y'all the process of trying to get a certain amount of income that you want, it takes time. But if you're ambitious, that never fails. So who gives a fuck? Like the only difference, like the rich person, they just got it right now. But just because the person is broke, that doesn't mean they can't get it. But if they're ambitious, they're always going to get it and determined, and they're faithful.
These popping influencers that push not modesty, they sexualize themselves and they shame men into thinking that that is the way that they should be conducting oneself. But I also think that it's important to watch LeBron, who has always been a pillar of masculinity, be masculine within these settings, unabashedly masculine, right? To check the host when she was trying to say something specific to women not taking accountability or blaming things on men. To do it in that way, I think, was very valuable and demonstrates that.
I just feel like both sides can take blame for something. Like I said, everybody's like, I'm not about to sit here and analyze every single relationship that has ever been created. You know what I mean? But I think at this point, we all know sometimes it could be the man that messed up. And I guess I'm just talking about like heterosexual relationships or like even homosexual, whatever, pansexual. Like there's two people, you know what I mean? So like, one person could be the mess up, whether it's the man or the woman or anything that's in between. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think anybody should ever say like, oh, it's this gender, it's that gender. It's not like, sometimes you just pick the wrong people within that gender. Like, you feel me? That's just how it be. Like sometimes I'm the problem. Sometimes the other person's the problem. Like sometimes we both the problem. I mean, it just be like that. It's not, but I could never sit here and be like, oh, it's all on one person,
You know, you can stand on business and you can check
on one
others in a
gender.
respectful way to not only get your point across, right? Like your point is not diminished, but then continue to hold structure and order and accuracy, because it is an inaccurate as hell statement as to just think that that degree of toxicity only comes from one side of the coin, or that it is so easy to slip and slide into relationships as being a normal happening or occurrence. So I think that, you know, it's important to challenge the normalcy of that, because being able to do that easily, right? Like, no wonder our depression rates are so high, right? Within the US alone, 30% of people are clinically diagnosed as depressed.
That's
whereas in
bad. That's bad. Because mind you, not everybody goes and get a diagnosis. Like, that's just the people who's been reported, bro. It's the same thing with COVID. Like, somebody can say, oh, COVID has spiked to 50%. That's only because like 50% of that have reported it. Like, some people get COVID and don't report it to nobody. Like, they buy the at-home kit and that's all it wrote. You feel me? Or then they might say something to their boss, but they're not reporting it to the World Health Organization. So that's horrible. And it's funny because I was talking to one of my friends about this online. Shout out to the 4-Hour Freak. Y'all should go follow him on TikTok. But we was talking about this and like, yeah, America, sorry to take a turn, bro, y'all, but like America, I'm pretty sure we are leading in mental health issues just because we have, my opinion is because we have the time to focus on it. Like, you in a third world country, like, y'all don't have a roof over y'all head, or like y'all gotta walk miles for water. Y'all don't know how y'all gonna eat the next day. Respectfully, I'm not gonna really be focused on how sad I am when there's a possibility I'm not eating by the end of the day. Like, yeah, that's the God honest truth. It's true. Or even think about how busy like if you really busy, like you work an 8-hour shift and then but before that you have to go to the gym, and then like after that you have to go do like schoolwork or whatever for college. Like, there's no time to think about, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, or like I'm so over this. There's no time. You gotta go. So I just feel like America just has a bit more time on their hands to acknowledge their feelings, bro.
everywhere else in the world, it's around 4%, right? And there's a lot of different factors within that, especially within the West. I actually think a lot of it has to do with our diets, and a lot of it has to do with our lack of
You are what you
exercise,
eat, y'all.
right? That impacts our mental health. But also a lot of it has to deal with this modern internet culture, this comparison culture, where we look towards other people's lives, and instead of being content or appreciative or fulfilled, there's a constant climbing up Mount Everest, which has no peak, because you keep on comparing other people's head starts, other people's circumstances, right? Other people's inheritances, right? Or other people's work ethic to your own, especially as men, the recognition of contentness. And it's funny to talk about that because you're looking at, right, in the respective businesses, some of the best to ever do it from a live streaming perspective, and their hours are insane. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, I'll do the 2 to 3 videos a day, Monday through Friday, and then I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And, you know, LeBron being at the top of his game. So you're looking at some of the hardest working people. But at some point, especially as men, there has to be a consideration of, when is enough enough? Are you truly fulfilled? Are you truly happy? Shit.
And this can be said on both sides. I do feel like there's like a standard questioning you have to like give yourself when you're entering a relationship space. Like, am I fulfilled? Am I happy here? Do they meet the requirements? Or like if they don't, you know, because, you know, y'all know the saying, like, check all the boxes. Even if they don't check all the boxes, can I still tolerate what they don't check off? You know what I mean? There's a certain questioning like system everybody should do within themselves, regardless. Like, how you, that's like even with life, like how you going through life, not like asking yourself things like, oh, what happened to me in my childhood? How is that affecting me today? What am I fulfilled in the career that I'm pursuing? What is my purpose in life? What goals do I want to reach? Am I satisfied with who I am? There's a certain questioning system. I don't want nobody to stay. I'm not promoting anybody to stay stuck in their heads. I made that mistake. Don't stay stuck in your head, but 100% make sure you know yourself. and you know what you're doing within like the situations that you're in.
LeBron at 40 years old is not LeBron at 30 years old or 35 years old. But within that recognition of enough is enough, he's eventually going to retire. And then he has to deal with this, whatever the new thing is within life. And he may never reach the degree of ascension or popularity of what he has previously, but he'll have to do with that new facet of life, right? Imagine if LeBron got to this stage in his career and he's comparing a LeBron shoe to a Jordan shoe. It's unhealthy to do that degree of comparison for every little thing.
Nah,
Never to
for
settle
real.
on, again, when enough is enough. Anyway, I was going to end the video, but let's just see if there's anything else that's going on here.
Man, but
It's hard as. Now let's take a call about that.
yeah.
Yeah, let's listen to the call real quick. Let's see what they got.
Hello, what's your name? Where you from? And what's your crazy?
Hi, my name is
Mhm.
Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, where you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
And what's your crazy?
So I have this friend that I work with. She met this guy at a party, and literally the next day, this guy takes her out, took her to dinner, buys her clothes, buy her wigs, you know, kind of like love bombed her. And then, long story short, after a couple days, my friend told me, oh, that there is this girl that is following her. I'm like, who is the girl? She said she doesn't know. And then she followed her back. And then a couple minutes later, this guy calls my friend and he's like, why are you following that person? And my friend was like kind of confused, like, what are you talking about? And then he mentioned the girl's name. And then my friend said, oh, I don't know, that girl followed me first. And then I just followed her back. And then the guy said, cut the bush. And then blocked my friend, unfollowed her, like literally just cut our
That's a lot of
communications
shit.
with her. And I told her that there's no way that girl is like his ex. It's probably someone he's currently dating, or maybe he's even married. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think you messy. No
It's the
cap.
friend.
Huh?
It's
Yeah,
not
definitely
her, it's her
Yeah,
friend.
but she telling her friend business. I think, hey, word, but
Nah, that's throwing me
Yo,
off.
homeboy definitely in a relationship with the girl
Yes.
that followed a friend that he was dealing
Yeah,
with.
like
And he-
I'm not gonna lie, for somebody to be so blown about somebody I'm following, that's a red flag. Cause like, why are you blown? You can be there's a difference between being thrown off and being blown. Like, for example, I could be dating somebody and for whatever reason he somehow knew my ex and they were following each other. I mean, I probably no, because I don't follow my exes, so I wouldn't know. Because you know, when you follow somebody on IG, it shows y'all the mutuals or whatever. But that's one thing you genuinely didn't know. And it's like, if you don't have no feelings for your ex, you shouldn't. You can be thrown off, but you shouldn't. That shouldn't piss you off, really. I feel like that shouldn't really piss you off because it's just like you have no feelings. It's just, and you're not triggered by this person anymore. Like, why are you getting mad by it? It's a simple misunderstanding. But you really upset about somebody, like a certain person following you, you have to be like, yeah, that's probably your wife, right? Like, I don't know.
Married.
Be married. We don't know if he's
Weird.
married or not, but it's
Baby mama or
that's definitely
something.
that's definitely his girl. He went to follow her because she probably had a little hunch. Old girl in the blind from work didn't know no better. She thinking she got another follower. She thinking she popping now. Got a little follower.
Not for
Followed
real
the girl
though.
back, and that was the main chick.
Now it's up
right
and
at-
it's stuck.
right passage. She knew it right at that moment.
Yep.
Up
Right
and it's
It
there.
probably
stuck.
looked the same too.
Yeah, tell your friend move on.
Yeah, the friend got caught. You know, she had a moment. I know it's
In the
probably
crossfire.
great. You know, he
Yeah.
took her out.
And like I said, when situations like this happen, it sucks. Like you just found out like this dude you was kind of feeling has a whole nother chick on the side. Like what? That a situation like that sucks. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's better that you know, and then you can find somebody who's meant for you than staying stuck in a situation you don't that truly you never should have been in. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, acknowledge your feelings. Don't suppress it. It's okay. Like if you and your feelings about it, but at the end of the day, thank God, like you didn't really take him seriously, like more serious. You know what I mean? But anyways, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all next time.